Good evening, guys, and happy Monday to all of your sunshiny faces. Took me a minute there, guys. It's still that after Christmas, before New Year's kind of feeling type thing going on. But today, I didn't really get to a ton of stuff. We did have a few errands that we had to run. My dad did get my outlet hooked up. It was the new outlet that we cut in for this room because there was never an outlet against this wall, because it's like the interior wall, and it has my closet is on this side, and then the other closet for the other room is on the other side of the wall. So I think they just never had an outlet like run on either of those two walls, but we put one in on the other side in the other room of my closet, and so we put one in my room on the other side of the other closet. So that got put in, but my dad already had it like all set up. We even had the outlet cover on and plate, you know, like that kind of stuff. Everything was all set up here, but he had to go in the crawl space and actually like tie everything in. So he ended up doing that today, and then he also ended up just switching out my light switch, because it was just like a regular light switch. I wanted like one of the paddle ones. The other one that I had for the other room was like a dimmer one, but I just was like, you know what, I'll just get the regular like paddle one, because it didn't really work half the time, because even though I could have sworn the light bulbs that I had in my old light were dimmable, they didn't like work with it for some reason. And like the ones I had the first time I think were, but then the second ones I thought were also dimmable, but then they never dimmed. So I was like, I don't know. And like it's so confusing too, like having to make sure that you buy dimmable light bulbs to make sure that it works, otherwise it's not going to work with your light switch. So I was like, I'm just gonna get a regular like paddle light. So anyways, I ended up like, well, my dad got that stuff set up today. But we also had a couple errands we had to run. It was kind of funny because I unfortunately made the mistake of not completely updating my Christmas list. I thought that I had went through everything and all of the stuff that I got for like last year, or even I think it was just stuff that I got last year. Like, I don't even think it was like stuff that I bought myself over like the last year or anything like that. But I could have sworn that I updated like everything. I went through it, like, and the thing is too, I went through it and added new links to stuff. So I could have sworn that I did. However, because all of my things were moved up into the attic, like back in probably October or whatever it was, and maybe even before that, you know, some of this stuff started going up into the attic, and then I wasn't even in my room like in November, which was when I updated the Christmas list. I didn't double check with the things that I already had and put on my Christmas list, so I did end up getting duplicates. Thankfully, it was all stuff that was on Amazon, so we were able to just go and return it. But I ended up, again, like, my bad, completely forgot to update my list, and I felt like bad too, being like, I have to return these things because you guys actually bought this for me last year. Like, I think they were Christmas gifts from last year, and again too, I just hadn't updated my list. So and I completely forgot that I had them. So I ended up going to there today, went to like the UPS store and just dropped it off. I didn't even have to have it in a box or anything like that. I was like, that's so nice. You just like go and like they just scan the little QR code thing, and then they just, you know, give you the refund for it or whatever, which was really nice. So I was able to get that, and we'll probably get something else instead with that money for the two things that I ended up getting that I already had. So again, went there today, and we had a couple other little errands that we kind of had to run as well. My dad ended up picking up stamps because my mom had to send out our Christmas cards that had not gone out. She had them all addressed, but then she never got, like, she had them addressed before Christmas and then never got stamps. So we remembered to get stamps today, even though it's after Christmas. But like, I think a couple years ago, she actually sent out Christmas or New Year's cards purposefully, because she was like, I probably am not going to get these out before Christmas. And this year was the same thing, but we're just sending them out after Christmas, so no big deal. But anyways, so we went there, and then again too, we had a couple other little errands that we had to run, but that was kind of it. we didn't really end up doing a whole ton else today. I feel like everybody's kind of like there's just so much stuff to do kind of, but like at the same time there's not as much, like because we've done a lot of the stuff that we've needed to get done, but like I don't know, it's just like I feel like everybody's getting burnt out of like just being here for the holidays kind of thing, even too. Like my dad's been home for like almost 2 weeks. I think he'll be home for between like before Christmas and then New Year's. And so like not that he's getting burnt out, but I think there's just a lot of stuff to like get done, and like he still like is getting a lot of like household stuff done and things like that. But it's also like, what else do I still need to do? Like there's still just like little things, you know, that have to get done. And it's like it's easier when you're at work because you don't have to think about that. You just come home and you're like, okay, yeah, I'll just get this one thing done. But it's like a huge list and you have all day to do it. It's just like a lot of stuff. So anyways, yeah, that's what we've been up to lately. But I will see you guys in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe.